Let's talk about what you do with your body. You had just shared with me real quick that primarily there's a desk job.
Yep.
How many years have you been at a desk job?
I have been at a desk job for 8 years.
8 years now, okay. And then you had mentioned one of your hobbies is riding horses?
Yep.
How long have you been doing that for?
All my life.
All your life. So all your life, if you had to count up all the falls we've taken, how many would you say?
Oh, over 10, easy.
Over 10.
Yeah.
Over 10. And you've never been adjusted before, right?
Never been adjusted.
All right, so desk job for several years, over 10 falls off of a horse, first time adjustment. It's gonna be exciting to see what that neck feels like. And you had mentioned, we got connected through our mutual trainer, Mr. Caesar, and you had mentioned to me that you do a lot of kettlebell work,
Yep.
mobility work. So what else is it that you do for exercise?
Kettlebell, mobility, and mostly that for now. I love deadlifting and yeah, walking, running now and then. But
Awesome.
yeah, just that weight training.
And any pains and aches throughout the body? Is the neck tight from?
The neck is tight, but like I said, I've never been adjusted, so I don't know what life is like, you know, in a perfect alignment. So I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. I feel normal.
She's about to find out what the new normal feels like. Allison, let's get you face down, big deep breaths in and out. I'm gonna ease you through this, okay? There's gonna be a cracking or a popping noise that you're gonna hear.
I'm already sweating.
Oh, don't worry. I sweat every day that I do this. That's why we crank up the air conditioning here and there's an argument every time. But enough about that. All that's gonna happen is I'm gonna scan your spine. I'm gonna find areas that are stuck, that are not moving well, where we were holding some tension.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a specific force in there that you're gonna, and you may hear a popping noise. All it is gas escaping from the joint.
Okay.
Cool? So we always wanna notice what we notice, rotation of this leg. This seems a little hiked up. These muscles here look like they're a little tighter and tense compared to the other side.
I do have I broke my collarbone in
broke-
high school.
Broke your collarbone
in high school.
riding a horse, or how'd you break it?
I was going to the illegal street races and I crashed.
Legal street races.
Yeah.
Allison has a need for speed, it sounds like. All right, let that relax for me there. Cool. Legs are even on you, that's amazing. Even in the second position as well. Any pain or discomfort right here?
Nope, just a good stretch.
Awesome. So far you're passing. Cool, so what we notice with Miss Allison here is that there is restriction noted throughout this lower left side. So Allison, if I poke in there, what do you feel?
It doesn't feel great.
It doesn't feel great. So tightness, tenderness, lack of motion, a good indicator there's something off in her pelvis. As we work up, you're gonna notice that people that have a desk job, two things happen. Well, actually a bunch of things happen and don't happen, but this lumbar spine has a tendency to get really tight. And you can have spasms and tenderness throughout the muscles. And typically there's a rounding that occurs on people, but hers actually looks pretty good. This right side's a little bit more rounded, so when I adjust this, we're definitely gonna focus more on pushing that in. But when it comes to her lumbar spine, what we're noticing, tension, tightness, right in this region and then lower down here. So what we're gonna test out, Allison, is we're gonna see what it feels like for your pelvis to move, and then we're gonna get it adjusted. So I'm gonna place my hand right here on the sacrum, and keep your right leg as straight as possible, and then you're gonna lift it up as high as you can. So straighten it out first, and not yet. You're gonna lift it up from here, from the quad. So go ahead, lift up. Okay, that's as high as you can go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a chat with Caesar. He hasn't been doing a good mobility work with you. Back down, left side. Back down, that's as high as we can go? Yeah? What'd you feel?
It's just hard to lift it.
It's just hard to lift it, okay. Oh, Caesar, we're gonna have a little chat with him. Let's get you adjusted, okay? You're gonna have this side up facing me, so you're gonna lie down on your side. So one of the things that happens is when we sit, our hip flexors, our low back, all those muscles get really tight and they get tense. And what we do in chiropractic is we open all of that up, okay? So, Joe, maybe if we want, we can get the facial reaction right here on her very first adjustment, okay? So, Allison, what's gonna happen is we're gonna roll this over just a little bit here, and you're gonna go ahead and breathe out for me. Beautiful. How was that?
Fucking weird. Sorry for swearing.
Are those tears of joy coming out now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that is an awesome first adjustment, okay? Have this side facing me. You're doing amazing. Awesome, we're gonna bring that right there. And what we're gonna do is this one's gonna be lower down. Let it just roll over, let it relax, perfect. Wow, beautiful. Go face down. And this is what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna place my hand right back onto your sacrum. You're gonna lift that leg up as high as you can. Amazing, careful, don't kick me in the head. Other side. Nice. Awesome, what did you notice?
Yeah, my legs go. They move up.
They move now.
I have great mobility now.
You have great mobility now. Is it still weird?
No, it's easy.
It's not weird, okay. This is what you're gonna do for me next. You're gonna bend both knees here. And what's gonna happen next is that right here we're holding tension in your mid back, okay? And we wanna open that up. So what you're gonna do for me is you're gonna take a big, big deep breath in, then you're gonna let it all the way out. Perfect. You're gonna let that relax. Awesome. Now, if I poke in here or here, is there any pain or tenderness?
Yeah.
Okay, flip on your back for me. Let's open that up for you as well. We're gonna go big hug, big deep breath in right here, and then all the way up.
Oh yeah, I'm good. It's fine.
You're good? No,
Yeah, it's
that. What, how do you feel?
such a weird sensation.
But what do you feel in your body? Let the people know.
No, it's like,
There's someone watching this right now. They're like, I want to know what this is like. Why is she laughing?
well, I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. When I'm nervous. No, it's really just a weird feeling. I've never been a person who even cracked their knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
So to feel all this being released, it's awkward. But I mean, it's a release, so you automatically feel better.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for sharing that. That was awesome. Feel pretty comfortable. So let your arms relax. There you go. Now, the most important area that we're going to adjust on you is going to be your neck. And the reason for it is if you have a desk job, the likelihood is that our posture isn't the greatest. It might be for a few hours, but by the end of the day, we're probably slouching. If you've taken more than 10 falls and, broken your collarbone when you were younger, and, the 10 falls off of the horse, the likelihood is that your neck absorbed a lot of that force.
Yeah.
So where you're gonna feel the biggest release out of anything that we do today is gonna be your neck. And what I feel is your muscles in your neck. It's like squeezing your fist as hard as you can, right? And they're doing that all day long. So what we're gonna open up first and foremost on you here is this one, C2 right there. You're gonna let everything relax. Beautiful. And then one more right there. Let it relax. How did that one feel?
Well, that was very unexpected. It felt good though.
Not as funny?
No, like now I'm kind of getting used to this.
I got one more for you, okay? This is gonna leave you a little bit taller. Let it all relax. Perfect. Nice and light. Allison, sit on up for me. Right on over here, facing that way. Wow, first ever adjustment. That is probably the most that we've laughed during the adjustment. And share with them, what did you just learn? What did you experience?
It's definitely not as scary as I thought it was going to be. 'Cause I was terrified. I was terrified of the neck adjustment because it's just some weird John Wick stuff where you just, But yeah, no, I feel great. I kind of feel very euphoric right now.
Yeah.
So, and I feel maybe I'm like a solid 5'4" now instead of
5'4", that's right. You're getting taller.
Getting taller.
So maybe this should be the clickbait. She just got 2 inches taller after one adjustment. No, but in all honesty, thank you for allowing us to be your first adjustment, and it's always an honor to introduce somebody to it. But chiropractic care is all about taking care of our internal structure, which is your spine. That's where your nervous system sits, and the nerves, they go from your brain, they go down your spinal cord, and they go to every single cell and organ into your body. And the more that you focus on healing that part and getting motion into it, the better your entire body functions. And what happens is our body tells us if it doesn't like something.
Yeah.
So if you're getting a little bit of tightness or pain or maybe a headache or a numbness, that's all coming from your nervous system. It's your body's way of saying, hey, I don't like what you're doing here to me. And what we find is we find those areas like we did for you, those misalignments, we adjust it, we open it up, teach people the habits they need, and all of a sudden they start getting healthier and better. And that's the beautiful part about what we do. So thank you for being here.
Okay, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.